The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready. Black one. Check pitch. Jackrabbit.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Well, this defense for the Cowboys very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 4.
Blue check. Check white. Ready.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. You look at this Cowboy defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it. And some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Ritter. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. A first down carry for Davis. Down at the 25.
There by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Gallup in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Second and 5. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
Now a 2nd and 6. Ritter will set up to throw it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Claude Ray. Hey, check Mega. Ready.
On first down, Ritter. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Smith red. Set.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Ready?
Back to throw, Ritter. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Black Ultra. Hey, go Fury. Hut.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Ritter. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. They'll look to throw here. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. They'll set up a throw. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Falcons nothing.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet?
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Desmond King picks him. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Ready.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Falcons at 1-6 now, and they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
White. Ready.
1st down, here's Ritter. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Johnny Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
Yellow, line it. Ready?
Robinson on a give right side. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Two minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Opposite. Green. Hut, hut.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This offense is a group ranked 30th on the ground, and those are the kinds of runs that have earned him that spot.
Yeah, dubious distinction, right? Because no one wants to be in that position, and no matter what your style of play, you want to be known as a team that can run the ball when you need to.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Ready.
Ritter from the gun. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jalen Virgil, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I said go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Fighting him off. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Down to about the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's dumped off to Pollard. Avoids him at the 40. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage.
The kicker on for the point after.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Running right, it's Pollard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got him in. Complete. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. CeeDee Lamb. 36 yards. And the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it. Here's Desmond King on the return. Pushing his way through. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They toss it down to Pollard. And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And shedding through the tackle. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Ritter now on 2nd down. Going deep this time for Miller. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Ritter going to change it up. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, What changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll drop to throw. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
They'll look to throw again. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And the Cowboy first down.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw again. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be third and forever. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Pass the 20 for a short gain. Second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
At the 21-yard line.
Second down and 6 now.
Black shot. Hey, go steal. Ready?
Going play action. Ritter. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible. It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Set, ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And this one complete to Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Drill green. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for two.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the two.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Hand off now to Robinson.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Down.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. Oh, no, he lost the football. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Cowboys.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 130 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's complete downfield to Cooks.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Back to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is first and 10.
Ultra. Go ultra. Rail. Yellow. Steel. Black. Check. Smash. Ready.
Ritter. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
Ready.
Ritter looks to throw it. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. Again, will have another play.
Back to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and